Hello, this is Ross Bliley from the podcast Pigskin Tales. This podcast is sponsored by Sterling Soap Company. With products sold throughout 41 locations around the globe, Sterling Soap Company has a unique assortment of products to choose from for your loved one for the holidays. Handmade artisan soaps created by Roderick and Amanda Lovin since 2012, these products are affordable and provide great value. Act now and save on your shipping costs. If you purchase $75 or more, your shipping cost is free in the United States. Shop now online at sterlingsoap.com.
Hey there, sports history fan. This is Darren Hayes, host of the Pigskin Dispatch and Jersey Dispatch podcast. I hope you've enjoyed another great episode here on Sports History Network. Now, speaking of sports history, this episode was brought to you by Firefly Books, and they have two great ones for you this summer. For basketball fans, they have the NBA 75, The Definitive History by author Dave Zarum, who's appeared on our Jersey Dispatch podcast recently. He tells about the experience, the thrilling journey of the NBA, from its humble beginnings to its modern glory. Uncover the untold stories of triumph, controversy, and the greatest stars of the game. This isn't just a book, it's courtside seats to over 75 years of NBA history. And for the golf enthusiasts, swing into The Golf Round I'll Never Forget by Matt Adams. Relive 50 of golf's most memorable moments through the eyes of the legends themselves. From Garcia's triumph at the 2017 Masters to Nicklaus' miraculous 1986 comeback, it's the closest you'll get to walking the fairways with golf's greatest. Get your summer read on. Grab a copy of NBA 75 or The Golf Round I'll Never Forget, available online or at your favorite bookstore.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
Hello, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of Yesterday's Sports on the Sports History Network. Today we're going to have part 2 of the 1979 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. When we left off last week, the Buccaneers had just won their 8th game of the season, upping their record to 8 wins and 3 losses. We pick up in Week 12, and Week 12 was a rematch with the New York Giants. The Buccaneers had struggled in their previous encounter with New York 6 weeks prior and were eager for revenge. The Bucs defense executed flawlessly in this game, limiting the Giants to just 200 total yards, forcing 4 turnovers, and sacking rookie quarterback Phil Simms 5 times. Linebacker Dave Lewis returned a fumble, 39 yards for a touchdown. Doug Williams connected with Larry Mucker for a 42-yard touchdown. Ricky Bell rushed for 152 yards on 22 carries as Tampa Bay cruised to an easy 31-3 victory. The following week, the Buccaneers outgained the Vikings 425 yards to 268, but still lost the game. Ricky Bell surpassed the 100-yard mark again, gaining 101 yards and scoring a touchdown. He added another 43 yards receiving. Trailing by 7 points late in the game, Doug Williams ran for a 13-yard touchdown, and it appeared the game would go into overtime. But the Vikings blocked the extra point, resulting in a final score of Minnesota 23, Tampa Bay 22. Buccaneers defense played well in Week 14, game against the Bears, limiting them to 164 total yards and 10 first downs. However, the Buccaneers offense struggled, and Doug Williams had his worst game of the season, completing only 5 of 19 passes for 60 yards. He also threw 4 interceptions in the 14-0 loss. In a Week 15 game against the 1-13 San Francisco 49ers, Doug Williams threw 5 interceptions, prompting Bucs fans to call for a quarterback change, as Tampa Bay suffered its third consecutive loss, 24-7. A heavy rain at Tampa Stadium turned the field into a swamp. The Bucs played a game of ball control, running the ball 62 times. Ricky Bell carried the ball 39 times for 137 yards. The Chiefs were limited to only 35 plays from scrimmage and gained a measly 80 yards in total offense. The Bucs won 3-0, clinching first place in the NFC Central Division. Despite the team's 10-6 record, Leroy Selmon was the only player from the Buccaneers selected for the Pro Bowl and recognized as an All-Pro. Although no offensive lineman received much recognition, the Bucs line permitted only 7 sacks throughout the entire season. Their opponent in the playoff game was the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles were on fire, winning 6 of their last 7 games, while Tampa Bay had lost 4 of their previous 7. Most people expected a Philadelphia victory, but they were wrong. The Bucs defense held the Eagles to a total of 227 yards. The Bucs offense controlled the ball, just as they had done 1 week earlier against the Chiefs. Workhorse Ricky Bell carried the ball 38 times for 142 yards and scored 2 touchdowns. The final score was Tampa Bay 24, Philadelphia 17. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who had a record of 7 wins and 37 losses in their first 3 seasons, were just 1 win away from reaching the Super Bowl. Their opponent would be the LA Rams, another team nobody expected to be here. The Rams' record stood at 5-6 after 11 games, but they finished the regular season at 9-7. This mediocre record was enough for first place in a weak NFC Western Division. No one believed they could defeat the Dallas Cowboys in the playoff game, yet they did. The 2 teams met in Week 4, and the Bucs won easily. In that game, the Bucs shut down the Rams' running attack, but this time it was different. The Rams controlled the ball effectively, running 53 times for 216 yards. They also contained Ricky Bell, who managed 59 yards on 20 carries. The Bucs struggled offensively without a potent passing offense, gaining only 177 yards. Ultimately, the Rams secured the victory with 3 field goals, 9-0. While losing is always disappointing, the Buccaneers had much to be proud of during a season that no one could have ever anticipated. Unfortunately, the Bucs fell back into their losing ways the following season, achieving only 3 winning seasons over the next 19 years. In 1999, they returned to the NFC Championship game, coincidentally facing the Rams again, but lost in another low-scoring match, 11-6. 3 years later, they won the Super Bowl, and in 2020, they claimed their 2nd Super Bowl title. Okay, that will conclude our podcast for today. Hope you enjoyed this look back at some Tampa Bay Buccaneers history. Thank you, and God bless.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
The Sports History Network, where legends live on and the past plays loud. Welcome to the place where history's proud. From gridiron glory to the hardwood stars, from the racetrack heat to Olympic bars. It's the voices, the stories, the moments you miss, told by fans and pros who live for this. Hook and Themic, the Sports History Network, where the past comes alive. Podcasts and blogs that keep the flame high. From Babe to Brady, Alley to the Dome. If it's history and sports, then this is the home. SportsHistoryNetwork.com, the headquarters of sports yesteryear.